Good afternoon, all. Welcome back to our channel, and I'm Maunika. So, till now, we have been discussing different topics from civil engineering point of view, and today we are going to discuss very new. Okay, we are going to discuss one topic from general studies point of view. See, you write any exam, any government exam, you will be having a separate section which is called as general studies. So, in that subject or in that section, you'll be having different subjects. Like you'll be having geography, economy, polity, or and economics. You have even current affairs. So today we are going to take one particular topic and then discuss in detail about that particular one. So we are going to discuss about a country, and this usually comes from geography point of view. Okay, from geography we are going to study, as the title is indicating, we are going to study geography through maps. Okay, we'll be starting from our country and we'll be going much deeper also. Okay, done. Chalo, let's get started. And before that, if you are seeing the video for the first time, please subscribe the channel. And if you wanted to get notifications, you have to click that bell icon. So do that. And please don't forget, if you like the video, click on the like button. Okay, chalo, let's start. See, if you see the Earth, this was a picture of Earth or a globe. So where is India? Here, right? So here we have our great country, India. Done. So what are the different neighboring countries that we have? We have Pakistan here. We have China here. We have Afghanistan here. Then we have Russia here. We have many other countries. In fact, this is Africa. So, like this, we have different other countries, and basically, we have different continents. So, today, let's get to know about our country, India. So, chalo, let's do it. If you see our globe, these are the different lines that are passing through our globe, right? If you see, this is the North Pole, okay? North Pole, and this is our South Pole. What are the directions that we know? This is east, this is east, this is west, this is north, and this is south. Same directions here also. See, here we'll be having north, here we'll be having south. Okay, so the top one is North Pole, which is 90 degrees north, 90 degrees, and here same will be having 90 degrees south. Okay, done. So this was the first point. So at two ends we'll be having poles, which is called as North Pole, and the other one is South Pole. If you see, there will be a line which is passing through the center. Okay, so this is the line. Basically, it's a horizontal line which is dividing your earth into two equal parts. Okay, it is dividing this particular earth into two equal parts, or two equal hemispheres. In fact, this is one hemisphere and this is the other hemisphere. So everything which is above equator comes into northern hemisphere. Okay, so it is northern hemisphere, and everything below this equator, this one below this equator, this is our southern hemisphere. So equator, northern hemisphere, and southern hemisphere. Done. So we have all the other lines like this, right? All the other horizontal lines. Equator is also one such horizontal line. So these horizontal lines are called as parallels, or we can even call them as latitudes. Okay, they are called as latitudes. And the vertical lines that we are seeing, these ones. Okay, let me show you clearly. So these are the vertical lines. These vertical lines are generally called as longitudes. So these horizontal lines are called as latitudes, and the vertical lines are called as longitudes. So as we have equator, which is dividing the earth into two halves, the horizontal plane. Similarly, we have prime meridian, which is dividing the earth into two halves vertically. Okay, this is one half, this is one half. So equator is a latitude which is dividing the earth into two halves. Similarly, we have prime meridian, which is a longitude which is dividing the earth into two halves vertically. Okay, so this was the concept. And everything above this equator will be calling it as northern hemisphere, and everything below the equator is called as southern hemisphere. Done. Next concept was, as I've already told you, these are called as parallels also. These are called as meridians. These longitudes are called as meridians. And next concept is, see, if you can see, we have 0 degrees. Slowly we'll be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So on like that, 10, 23, 25. So like that, we'll be having different latitudes. Finally, 90 degrees latitude. Okay. So it goes on like this. So the 23.5 degree north latitude is called as Tropic of Cancer. So it is 23.5. Since it is in the northern hemisphere, we are writing N beside it. Okay, so it is 23.5 north latitude. It is also called as Tropic of Cancer. Similarly, if you come to the south, that is below the equator, if you come below this equator, this 23.5 degrees latitude below the equator in the southern hemisphere is called as Tropic of Capricorn. So Tropic of Cancer is something which is in the northern hemisphere and Tropic of Capricorn is in the southern hemisphere. Done. So next one, 66.5 degree north. So this is in the northern hemisphere and it is called as Arctic Circle. Okay, it is called as Arctic Circle. And here at same latitude, I mean the number, we will be having 66.5 south latitude. Okay, this is called as Antarctic Circle. Then, so equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle. These are parallels or latitudes. These are meridians or longitudes. Okay, this is the prime meridian. Sorry, this is the prime meridian. This is the equator. Done. So, chalo, let's go to the next slide. See. Now, let's look at the different states that we have in different UTs. So, India is having 28 states. So, it is having 28 states and 8 UTs. Okay, 28 states and 8 UTs. If you see here, let's start with from the top. This Ladakh. Ladakh is one of the UT. We will be having sub UTs in the other slide also, exclusively UTs. So for now, let's see this. So we have Ladakh and the capital, we have two different capitals of Ladakh. So this is called as Kargil and this one is Leh. Okay, so recently it was added. So it was Kargil and Leh. These are the two capitals of Ladakh. Then if you see here, we have Srinagar, which is the other UT, which was formed recently. I mean, Jammu and Kashmir, which was the other UT. So we have two capitals for J&K. One is Srinagar and the other is Jammu. So Srinagar is the summer capital of Jammu and Kashmir. It is the summer capital. Okay. This Jammu is the winter capital of J&K. Done. We have Himachal Pradesh, which is also having two capitals. First one is Shimla. Second one is Dharamshala. Okay. I advise you all to please make a note of all these things. Okay. If possible, I'll be providing this PPT also or in PDF format. But it might take some time. So for the time being, you can make some note. Okay. Note of all these things. At least the important things that we have. Like the capitals and all. Recently, these were updated. So these were not reflected in the map. So it's better you can make note of, if you can make note of all these things. Okay, we'll be having Shimla, we'll be having Dharamshala. S for summer, so Shimla is summer capital, Dharamshala is the winter capital. Okay, these two are, so Dharamshala will be here. Okay, so if we come to Uttarakhand, we have Dehradun as the capital of Uttarakhand, and this is a temporary capital. Okay, till now the state has not opted for any permanent capital. This is the temporary capital for the time being. This was the capital that they have chosen. Then we have Punjab, which is having Chandigarh as its capital. Next one is Haryana. Okay, if we can see here, we have another UT, which is Delhi. It is called as NCT, which is National Capital Territory. Okay, or NCR as well. And next, Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh, we have Lucknow as its capital. Then Bihar, if you see the one below, there's Nepal. It will be having two states. It will be sharing border with two states in the south. So these are the two states. First one is UP and second one is Bihar. The capital of Bihar is Patna. Then Sikkim. Sikkim is the state which is having Gangtok as its capital. Done. Or let me make it clear. See, Sikkim is having Gangtok as a capital. Next we have Bhutan, which is the neighboring country. Okay, it is a different country which is sharing its border with our country. Next is Arunachal Pradesh. So capital of Arunachal Pradesh is Itanagar. Done. Next one is Assam. See, if we see this, Assam capital is Dispur. It is all everything is there. For some states we do not have, like, those capitals are not mentioned, so I have already told you. So for Assam it's Dispur, and for Meghalaya the capital is Shillong. So these states are called as northeastern states. Okay, so these states are northeastern states. Some are northeastern and some are eastern states. Okay, and we have Nagaland, and the capital of Nagaland is Kohima. Okay, Manipur's capital is Imphal. Mizoram's capital is Aizawl. See, it's Aizawl. Okay, and capital of Tripura is Agartala. Already we discussed Meghalaya's capital is Shillong. And we have another country which is called as Bangladesh, which is one of our neighboring country. Okay, so if we come to the, like, beside this, Bangladesh will be having this West Bengal, which is having Kolkata as its capital. Okay, next one is Odisha, which is having Bhubaneswar as its capital. Then the capital of Andhra Pradesh is presently Amravati. Actually, what happened is Andhra Pradesh opted for three capitals. Okay, it wanted three capitals under this YSR government. So they have opted. What are the capitals that they have opted? Kurnool is one, Vizag is one, or Vishakhapatnam is one, and the last one is Amravati. Okay, these are the three capitals that they want. What happened was, in that particular state, usually most of the states have two particular houses under it. So first one is legislative assembly and second one is legislative council. It's not mandatory that every state should have these two. Some states have only this particular thing, which is called as legislative assembly. So we will have elections, right? So every state will have some elections. Okay, state elections will be there. So in that one, we will be choosing one particular representative, right? So he'll be the member of this legislative assembly. Okay, done. We'll be discussing these also in our polity classes when we discuss polity. But for the time being, this legislative council, the TDP party has a majority in this legislative council, and in this legislative assembly, the YSR party is having majority. So, and bill was passed here in the legislative assembly, which states that they wanted these three capitals. The bill was passed in legislative assembly. Okay, initially there will be a bill. When it will have the assent of say a governor or president, it becomes an act. Okay, so it went to legislative assembly, it was passed, but in the legislative council TDP party is in majority. So this bill was sent back, it was not accepted, and so presently the capital of Amravati, so the capital of Andhra Pradesh is Amravati. If it would have been passed by this legislative council also, it would have become an act, and then this three capitals would be the, all these places will be the capital of Andhra Pradesh. But fun now, Amravati is the capital of Andhra Pradesh. This was the story behind it. And for Telangana, Hyderabad is the capital. It used to be the joint capital for both the states, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. And for Karnataka, we have Bengaluru as its capital. For Tamil Nadu, we have Chennai as its capital. For Kerala, we have Tirunanthapuram. Okay, done. Then for Maharashtra, Mumbai is the capital. For Gujarat, Gandhinagar is the capital. Okay, so here we have one more UT, which is Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. The capital for this is Daman. Okay, all the UTs will be studying in the next slide also. So for Madhya Pradesh, the capital is Bhopal. For Chhattisgarh, it is Raipur. For Jharkhand, it is Ranchi. Okay, so Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow, as we have already discussed. For Rajasthan, it is Jaipur. So these were the different states which are having different capitals. And if we come to this is Andaman and Nicobar. It comes under UT. It is also part of India and it comes under Union Territory. So the capital of this Andaman and Nicobar is Port Blair. We are also going to study this Andaman and Nicobar Islands in detail in the further slides. Okay, all the islands that we have in that particular area. All this becomes very important for any exam. Okay, so everything which is seen in news, that becomes a question for like in current affairs for any government exam. Then, so for Lakshadweep, we have Kavarati as its capital. See, it is Kavarati for Lakshadweep. Then we have Sri Lanka, which is one of our neighboring state. And there is this strait. Strait is nothing but a narrow water body. Okay, strait is nothing but a narrow water body. What does it do? this narrow water body, it will separate two land masses. Okay, it is separating two land masses and joining two water bodies. Joining two water bodies. Okay, if we see the Spark Strait, which is in between India and Sri Lanka, so what is it doing? It is separating this landmass, that is our country, and Sri Lanka. Okay, it is separating this landmass and it is joining two water bodies. What are the two water bodies? We have Bay of Bengal here, and below India we will be having what? Indian Ocean. So the strait, the Spark Strait, it will join Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean, and it will separate India from Sri Lanka. Okay, so this is the work of strait, any strait. So here Park Strait is in between India and Sri Lanka. Done. So if we talk about different neighboring countries, here if we see, this is Bangladesh. Okay, so this is Bangladesh. We have Myanmar here, which is previously called as Burma. We have China. This is China. We have Nepal. Okay, we have Bhutan. We have Pakistan. We have Afghanistan. Done. So what are our neighboring countries? We have Afghanistan here, which is in the northwest. Okay. So what is this? This is north, this is east, west and south. This is northwest. This is northeast. So like this, we'll be having different directions. And here if you can see, Afghanistan is sharing border with our country. So this is the place, and this is how the Afghanistan is sharing border with our country. And this Pakistan, we already knew it is like it also it is also in the east northwest direction only. And we have China here. Done. In the northeast, we are having Myanmar and Bangladesh as well. So we have Sri Lanka as well. Then, so next question is, which is the country which is sharing maximum border with our country? Okay, if that is the question, the answer would be Bangladesh. Okay, if you can see, the Bangladesh is like this. It is sharing the maximum border or the longest border with our country when compared to other countries. So first place will be having Bangladesh. Second place will be having China. Okay, this is how the China border is. So first place, which is first country which is having maximum border with our country would be Bangladesh, and second one will be having China. And if it talks about different, India is also called as peninsula, right? India is also called as peninsula. Why? A peninsula is a place which is surrounded on its three sides. On its three sides with water body. Okay, three sides you will be having water bodies. So similarly, if you see here, India, we have Arabian Sea on its west, we have Bay of Bengal on its east, and we have Indian Ocean on its south. Okay, so that's how India is also called as a peninsula. That's called as peninsular India, or Indian peninsula has having this much. So it is how it is termed. Okay, so what is an island then? Island is something which is surrounded on four sides with water. If you can see, the Sri Lanka is an island. How? This is one water body, this is the other water body. We have Park Strait. We have at the bottom we'll be having an Indian Ocean. Okay. Done. So this is about it, and we have completed this particular thing. Let's go to the next one. Now comes the state which is having maximum population or maximum population density or area and all these things. You know, this was the table which is showing everything. If you can, like if you're writing, it's well and good. If you're not writing, at least take a screenshot. Okay, so that it will be easy for you to revise. At least take a screenshot. Done. So I'll be providing the PDF very soon. Okay, what is population density? The next concept is population density. How do you define this population density? Population density is nothing but the number of people living in a particular area. So that area might be kilometer square or miles square. Okay, so what is this population density? The number of people living in a kilometer square is the population density. And if we take that into consideration, West Bengal is the state which is having more population density. Okay, and the lowest state is Arunachal Pradesh. We can say that Arunachal Pradesh is a state which is sparsely populated. We have less population. Like, it's not that we have less population, we have more area when compared to population. That's what it means. So your population is scattered, it's not denser. Okay, it's scattered somewhere. For example, if this is a Arunachal Pradesh, somehow it might not look the same, but okay. So if this is, like, the population is scattered, you won't see that denser packing, like packing kind of thing in Arunachal Pradesh. That's what it means. And UT is the highest. If we take all the UTs into consideration, then Delhi is a particular UT which is having highest population density here. Okay. And similarly, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, this is the state which is having the lowest population density. Next one is based on population, the number of people residing in a particular state. So that is UP. So in UP we find maximum population there among all the other states that we have. So this UP is having maximum population, and the least populated area is, or state, is Sikkim. Done. So if we take UTs into consideration, Delhi is one such state which is having highest population. Same thing, population density also it is the highest, and population also it is the highest when compared to UTs. And similarly, we have Lakshadweep Islands. This is Lakshadweep Islands, and this is Andaman and Nicobar. Your Andaman and Nicobar Islands is in Bay of Bengal. Okay, so this is all Bay of Bengal. So your Andaman and Nicobar Islands are in between, are in Bay of Bengal. And similarly, if you see Lakshadweep Islands, it is an Arabian Sea. Done. Got the picture? Very good. So next one is area. If it's the area, Rajasthan is a state which is having maximum area. Okay, it has the maximum area out of all the states that we have. Similarly, Goa is the state which is having lowest area. UT is also, if we take Andaman and Nicobar, it is having the highest area, but less people are residing here. Done. Similarly, we have Lakshadweep, which is having the lowest area. So this was the table. Done. Chalo, let's go. So this was very important. If you see the distance from north to south, the north extreme point and the south extreme point, you see from the east extreme point, this is the this is the west extreme, and this is the east extreme. So what are we trying to do here? We are trying to calculate the distance between the east and the west and the east, north and the south. Okay, so if we see that particular thing, the north and south, the distance between the highest point in the north and the highest point in the south is this one, which is 3214 kilometers. Okay, so what is the distance? It is 3214 kilometers. And similarly, if you see from west to east, the distance is 2933 kilometers. Okay, 2933 kilometers. Done. Very good. We have Bay of Bengal here, we have Arabian Sea here, we have Indian Ocean here, we have Lakshadweep, we have Andaman and Nicobar Islands here, we have Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bangladesh, Myanmar. Okay, these are the surrounding countries, and these are the islands that we have, and these are the different oceans that we have around our country. Next important thing is, see, we have this line, right, which is called as Tropic of Cancer, right? So this is called as Tropic of Cancer, which is, we have discussed this, 23 and a half north latitude, right? Done. So equator is somewhere here. Okay, your equator is somewhere here. So what is the extent of India? If you see the latitudinal extent, so what is the latitudes, what are the latitudes in between our country lies? That might be one of the question. So answer will be 8 degrees 4 minutes and 37 degrees 6 minutes. So this is the latitudinal extent of our country. So if we talk about latitudes, this was how it was spread off. So what is the line which passes through our country? It is Tropic of Cancer. No other line crosses our country except this Tropic of Cancer. What are the three lines that we have? This is our equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. We have Arctic Circle. We have Antarctic Circle, right? But our India is lying in between these two things. Sorry. So we have Arctic Circle. We have, what is this one? Tropic of Cancer. We have equator. We have Tropic of Capricorn. And we have Antarctic Circle. So our country is lying in this particular region. Okay. So it is above equator, and it is, this is 23 and a half. So it is like this. Okay, it is in between this Tropic of Cancer and equator only. So you don't see this equator that is passing through our country. This equator is not passing through our country. Okay, we will be having Tropic of Cancer that is passing through our country. So this is the extent, this is the area in which our country lies. So since it is above the equator, since this extent is above the equator, we will be calling our country, or our country is in northern hemisphere. Okay, if a particular state or a country is lying above the equator, it is in which hemisphere? Northern hemisphere, right? So that's what I'm saying here. So what is the latitudinal extent? 8 degrees 4 minutes and 37 degrees 6 minutes. Similarly, if you say longitudinal extent of our country, it lies in between 68 degrees 7 minutes and 97 degrees 25 minutes. So all this is specified here. Done? Done? Clear, right? So if you have any doubts, please write in the comment section. I'll be providing you the answers. Then once I create a Telegram group, you can directly post your questions there. Then next point. Okay, we have a line right here which is called as 82.5 degrees. 82 degrees 30 minutes, right? This was the line which was called a standard meridian. Okay, the standard meridian is for the time purpose. Say for a some countries will have two or three or multiple time zones, but in India we have only single time zone, only one time zone. So the time zone is normated and we have only one time zone. So this is this is the line which passes through our country, which passes through different states, and this is the standard for us for to give any time zone. Okay, so this is the line which passes through. There is a city in UP. So this is UP. If you have seen properly, let me show here. Okay, so this is UP, right? This is UP. So in UP we have a city called Mirzapur. Okay, we have a city called Mirzapur. So this line, it passes through this Mirzapur and it crosses all these states. Like this it will be doing. Or let me make it much more clear. Okay, it will be like this. Okay, so what are the different states that the standard meridian crosses? It will cross UP. In UP, it will be crossing through Mirzapur. So this is the standard, this is the place where the time, the time at this place is the standard for the whole country. Okay, this is Mirzapur and it will pass through MP. We have Chhattisgarh, we have Telangana, we have AP. Okay, so the standard meridian, it passes through 5 different states in our country. First one is Uttar Pradesh, second one is Madhya Pradesh, third one is Chhattisgarh, fourth state is Telangana, fifth one is Andhra Pradesh. So these are the different states through which our standard meridian passes. We have discussed that there is this Tropic of Cancer, right? Tropic of Cancer, which is passing through our country. So now let's see what are the different states through which this Tropic of Cancer passes. Okay, let's do that. So first state is like it will pass through like this: Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura, and Mizoram. Okay, so in total there are 8 states through which a Tropic of Cancer passes. So there is no other line which passes through our country except this Tropic of Cancer. Only this Tropic of Cancer passes through our country. Okay, please remember this point. This becomes very important. And in some exams, like some previous year questions, it was asked like through how many states this Tropic of Cancer passes, or through how many states this standard meridian passes. So this will be one of the question. So please make a note of it. So if we talk about this Tropic of Cancer, it will be passing through 8 states, and if we talk about standard meridian, it will be passing through 5 states. So it will be Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura, and Mizoram. Done? Chalo, that's done. And here, if you can see, this is the prime meridian, which is dividing our our globe into 2 halves. We have Europe here, we have Asia, our country, and some part of Russia, and other states, southeast states are called as Asia. Okay, So this is South America, and on the other side you'll be having North America here. Here, if if you imagine, beside this South America, you will be having North America. Done? Or about this South America, you'll be having North America. Done? This is our South Pole. This is our North Pole, and this is 30 degrees east and all. Okay. Next one. List of UTs. I said, we'll be having separate slide in which we'll be discussing about these UTs. So as I've already told, for Ladakh, we are having two capitals. First one is Leh and second one is Kargil. So Kargil is somewhere here. It's the same place where Kargil war was, fought between Pak and India. And we have the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, which are in here. The capital of this one is Port Blair. And if we talk about Chandigarh, the capital is Chandigarh only. If we talk about the government of NCT, National Capital Territory of Delhi, it is the capital is Delhi only. Okay, Dadra and Nagar. Initially it used to be Dadra and Nagar Haveli as one UT, and Daman and Diu was the another UT. But now these two were merged, and it was these are the two places where this is having, and the capital is Daman. Okay, please remember we have Lakshadweep in Arabian Sea, and the capital is Kavaratti. We have Puducherry here, no, and the capital is Puducherry only. We have Jammu and Kashmir here, uh, for which there are two capitals. First one is Srinagar and second one is Jammu. Srinagar would be summer capital and Jammu would be winter capital. Done. So this was about the UTs, and I thought of telling you one more thing. See, like in states we usually find chief minister is the head of a particular state, or governor is the head of the particular state, and you'll be having chief minister also. But for UTs, if we take, we don't find chief minister except Delhi. Okay, Delhi is one such UT which is having chief minister. In all the other UTs, we don't find this chief minister. We will be having administrator. Okay, we will be having administrator as the head, or we will be having lieutenant governor as the head. Okay, we will be discussing about these two things in detail also. If we take smaller UT, then we will be having lieutenant governor, and if we take a bigger UT, we'll be having administrator. Okay, these two things we'll be discussing later also. So this was the complete picture of it, and if you see on the map, this is how it was. Here you have Lakshadweep, Puducherry, Andaman and Nicobar. Here you have NCR, that is Delhi, Ladakh here, Jammu and Kashmir here, Chandigarh here, Daman and Diu and Nagar Haveli. This was the location. Done. Next one is islands. I think we'll start this island from these islands in the next class. Okay, thank you all, and if you like the video, please click on the like button, and see, that is the only way that we can like come to know, right, whether you have understood or not. If you have not understood something, please put your question in the comment section. I'll be answering that one. Okay, and if you like the button, like the video, please click on the like button, and please don't forget subscribe the channel, and click on the bell icon to receive all the updates, or all the notifications, for every single video that I make. Thank you all.